Welcome back. At this point, all the elements that are not needed for 4D simulation are already hidden. Before we move forward, I would like to do a small step, even though it might not be necessary, but I think probably it may help just in case you need it later. What I'm going to do is, for all the hidden elements, I'm going to save as a set as hidden elements. What we can do is, first let's select the remaining items. Just use this select. By default it is this one, and then you would like to use the select box and put everything in. Then come over here, there's a invert selection. Just click that, invert selection. Obviously all the hidden elements are already selected. You can see right up here, so the hidden elements are already selected. So now I'm going to click the sets, manage set, and save selection. That means the currently selected elements are going to be saved in this selection set. I'm going to say hidden elements and type enter. Now let's try to verify if that's correct. Click this and right click and show. So now you can see those are elements that we selected before, and we would like to hide those. So we're going to do the continue to hide. Now we can do is break the entire model into sets. So for example, we would like to group all the foundation into one set, and we can, depending on the schedule, we can break the first floor concrete structure into, for example, 2 sets. For instance, if the first floor takes 2 weeks to do, we can select a few pieces of concrete elements and set it into one set, and we can do the remaining floors using the same type of concept and break those models into smaller sets. Now let's get started. Probably the model you guys see might be a little bit different than what I see right up here. Let's go to view. By default it's perspective, so this is like what we see using our eyes, because based on the human vision, the things that are closer are a little bit larger than the elements that are further. Let's take a look at it. So you can see, since this side of the elements are close to the perspective, so it appears a little bit larger, and the further elements are a little bit smaller. But I would like to switch this to orthographic. So now we completely eliminate the visual effect. So as long as they are in the same height or length, they should appear not the same. The reason for doing this is going to be easier for us to select elements. So for example, if we would like to select all the foundations, I'm going to click the home button and use the select box. Let's square everything in and always rotate it to see if the selection is what we really want. Now we can save the selection, and we can save a name. Let's name the set as selection set as foundation. Since this part is already selected, to make the selection a little bit easier, we can right click and just hide it. Now we can continue on the second floor. Do the same thing, and I want to include all the first floor concrete into one set. Orbit and take a look at it, make sure all the elements are selected. I think looks like everything is fine, and we're going to save the selection. And the name of the selection set is going to be first concrete structure. And you guys can do the same thing for the remaining floors. Let's stop right here.